any of his idiosyncratic behavior, I equate it to his small penis.
Hey, yo, you funny as fuck. He's in a bad mood because he got a little dick.
Yo, if anything he do, I'm like, yep, that's because he got a small dick. I was wondering, like, if I can ask, like, an older gentleman, like somebody that's like 80 plus, you got to be old enough. No disrespect or anything. You got to be old enough. Like, does your penis still work at that age? Like, does it still operate the same way it operates now? Because I would think, oh, it doesn't?
No. And let me tell you some real shit, son.
Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, I'm like 2 days older than you. You dig me? So I was chilling with my man the other day. And we was just having like regular guy talking shit, right? And he was going over his conquerings and whatever. You dig me? And he was like, yo, you seen this little this honey shit going around, this little pack of honey? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Nah, I've been seeing cats online like eating it, but I don't know what it be about. I don't know what it is. He's like, yeah. So he pulls out this little pack, right? It's like this ginseng honey stuff, right? You're like, yo, you get it from the smoke shops, whatever. And it's like, you know what it's like? He said it's the equivalent to like those gas station pills that you hear niggas take before they go crawl up or something.
Like horny goat weed.
Yeah. So he said it's like weed. That. And he's like 43, 44.
Whoa. Yo, I'm talking about older people. I'm talking about 60. I know my shit's gonna work at that age. I'm talking about 60 to 80.
No, the point is he's saying it starts to change around that point is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
so the older you get, yes, that's the point. He was like, yo, I'm like 44. He's like, yo, now I got to take it because he was like, yo, you know what? No cap. He's like, if it's something new and exciting, never have it, then yeah, of course. It's going to be like, it's going to pop off right off the dick. But he's like, yo, if it's a shorty he had like twice already. Now the brain is like, yo, we had that already. There's no super mental excitement. You got to go have a pep talk. Like, yo, is we going to do this right today? No? All right. Just in case, let me take this because you don't come with the same veracity. So he said, yeah, as you right around that point is when it start to change.
Yeah. You know, I think I'm just going to try Viagra just for the hell of it, just out of it, like just for experimental, like just experiment with that.
Funny shit on that, right? So
just to experiment and see what it's about. Like,
hey, yo, you know, the wife works in a pharmacy and shit. So I'll be, so my man's like, yo, you never had that shit? I'm like, nah. He's like, yo, don't you shorty work at the pharmacy? I'm like, yeah. He's like, but you never tried it. I'm like, I never needed it. It never, like, you know, you don't have a solution for a problem that you never had. You dig what I'm saying? So I never thought of it. But with that said, I've seen plenty of cats on YouTube talk about having a Viagra. And they said, yo, pros and cons. He said, yo, this shit works. Like, you pop this shit and the wind blows and you ready to go. He said the downside is you ready to go and you don't stop being ready to go for several hours. So you stuck with a number 2 pencil with no sharpener to put it into, bro. Like, that's the downside.
Oh.
So I guess I say this: if you're going to take a Viagra, just for the hell of it, if it kicks in good goose, you definitely better to give your shorty a couple shots of some brown muscule or something like that, because she's gonna need to be able to be revved up to keep up with you.
No, absolutely. I was just thinking
battery if it's not.
All right, but long as it works, I just want to ask somebody that's 80 years old. Like, you talking about 45. I'm talking about 80.
No.
Like, 'cause I still see people that's 80 years old still moving around good. I want to know, yo, does your joint still work the same? Like,
yes, with assistance.
With assistance?
With assistance.
Okay.
I think, because you know what, though? Like, as much as, like, because no shame to men that have to use that, because, again, we have to, the difference between us and women, like, when women want to get aroused, or even if they want to have sex and they don't want to get aroused, or they can't get aroused or whatever, you know, you spit on it, you throw some Jiffy Lube on it or something, and you can get going. For men, like, sometimes it's a blood flow issue. It's a mental issue. Like, if you ain't pumping, hey, yo, I'm just saying, because you figure you have to fill a balloon with blood. If you ain't got the right blood flow, it don't work right for you.
Right.
So as you get older, you might have other ailments that affect your blood flow and how much blood you're moving and how quick you're moving it. So it might, let's say you might get a balloon up, but it might not be a full balloon.
Right. See, that's the thing. That's why I don't want to work too hard and only want to work out.
You want
I
to keep
love
the blood flow going?
keep the blood flow going, and that's very important. I don't think I'll be happy if at 80 years old I find out my joint ain't working.
Hey yo,
Yo, wait,
what's
wait,
funny
hold on,
is
real quick. Is my bad. Is not
no,
having your shit work like having like a cat like neutered and shit? Is that the correct term?
I
What is the
think
term?
I think psychologically for men, I think it is because a lot is tied to that fertility. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So for a man, when that doesn't work, I mean, yo, think about this. Think about this. Think about I've never been in that situation, but you see plenty of stories from women who discuss it of a partner they might have had who just couldn't perform that day for whatever reason. The fact that you're hearing about that story showed you that yes, that's the problem. And it starts to affect you psychologically. Like you're already getting beat down from someone that said, hey, it ain't working right. So imagine if it's really not working right, what that does to you as a man, bro. Like that would have to kill you.
Right. Yeah, but see, but imagine like being single and like, you know what I mean? You need to take the Viagra. So you get yourself, how do
It's
you get
nothing.
yourself ready? Wait, hold on. But I'm saying, like, say you're going out to a club, like how long does it take to work? Do you get yourself ready like hours before you
I think
go?
like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, 50, okay, 15, 20 minutes. Then
Hey,
somebody
yo,
will go ahead and pop the pill.
yeah, you could pop the pill and just face dive for like 5 minutes and then you be I'm saying, I'm saying like you got to burn time, right?
Yeah.
Like if she's ready to go, you can't be like, hey, y'all got to go pop this. You pop this and you be like, all right, put my goggles on.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
now I'm good.
yeah.
That's how you got to do that.
Yeah,
But
that's
I mean,
crazy.
again,
Yeah. You know what? I
if I
think
was single,
I'm gonna talk
if
to
I
my
was
doctor.
single,
I'm gonna talk to
yeah,
my
if I was
doctor about
single,
yeah.
go.
No, forget being single. Look, we're not single. I'm just talking about shoot. I want to talk to my doctor now. Like, yo, I'm
You
thinking
don't have to
about
talk to your doctor. You could buy that. It's like go
I
to
don't
the
want no. Nah, I'm bougie. I want some nice shit. I want some good shit. Like,
no, like you can go to the pharmacy and legitimately buy it. But I guess you know what, if you want your insurance to cover it, say that then.
all
Because you
right,
know what? Because no, because I know my wife tells me like it's plenty of young cats that walk in there and I just bomb by the pills. Like walking in, cats on the block, you know what I mean? Walking in with his Timbs and shit, his hat sideways. He walking in like, yo, let me get 10 of those little blue pills. And
wow,
he walked
okay.
right up out of there.
I didn't know that, but look, I'm doing it out of curiosity. I just want to see what it's like. I hope it's not like a red pill, blue pill thing. Once you take it and you've been enlightened, it's like, oh shit, I don't want to do it
This is
without it.
how it works. Hey yo, this same thing when a cat started to take steroids and he started to work out, you're like, whoa, this is the muscle I could build.
Mm.
Now you tell him once you give it to him, now you tell him to go back in there, but you can't take no more steroids. I'm gonna still go, but damn, it ain't as much fun.
Hey, now you scare me. I don't even want to venture into that shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna fuck with it now. I don't even know if I'm fuck.
Hey,
I just
yo.
want to know. I just want to know, like, if a guy's 65 years old, does his penis still work? Like what does he get? He gets one erection a week. Like how it work? What do you think?
Now, again, from all the ish that I hear online and I see people talk about
Now
it.
I want to talk to somebody personally. I want to ask a guy like, yo, listen,
Hey,
I got a
yo, I know
curious
one
question.
guy. Okay, so check this out. Boom. I know an older guy, bro. He had to be like 70 plus. Easy. Easy. Could have been a little older than that. And his very barely worked.
Wait. He was 70 plus.
Yeah, and it very barely worked.
Wait,
Now,
wait,
remember this because
hold
let
on.
me tell you
He
how.
told you?
Not at
I mean,
first. Not at first. The chick he was beating up told us. And then we became cool. It was when I was younger. So it was on block doing whatever. So I became cool with his son. Then I became cool with him. So then before you know, we all drinking, having conversations, grown man conversation. Then boom, it comes out. So, but before he even tells us, the way it was brought to us was old girl was talking because she was a young broad. And we was like, hey, yo, like, is that your sugar daddy? Like, how you keep like how's he beating this up on a regular basis? Like, we don't compute looking at you and your age, and they're looking at him. Like, it doesn't make sense to us. And so if it's a money thing, then we get it. All right. So she was like, yeah, it's a money thing. But don't sleep on him because he goes for 5 and 6 hours. and he goes nonstop. And he is better than any young guy I've ever been with. Yeah, he's paying me, but he's better than any young guy with. So I call bullshit. I said, no, I don't believe it. She says, yo, he has a thing and he has a button that he pushes. She was like one of his balls is like a button or something, right? And he hits the button. Like, this is no cap, son. And if you have this issue, comment and let my man know this is no cap. So boom, he hits the ball, he squeezed the balls, hit the button. It's like a Nike pump. Remember the little pump that used to be on the Reeboks?
Right.
It's like that. So he hit that and actually goes, and it stays that way until he hits the release button, bro. He winning, bro. He winning. Because once he activates it, it does not deactivate until he hit a button, bro.
How old is he? Like 60?
No, 70 plus.
Oh, 70 plus. All right, so it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Yeah. I thought that was.
It just seemed like some of those guys, like, they be walking around so cranky. It's like, nah, I don't,
That's because they ain't getting no pussy. They fucked their whole body up. Them niggas, they losing. they fucked that up early in the game. Like, they didn't plan ahead. You dig what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
I think men who plan ahead and take care of their body and who forward think these type of things.
Yeah.
Excuse me, put themselves in a winning situation. Your body's good. If you take care of your body gonna take care of you.
Hey, now, speaking of, now we talk about this, yo. I know a situation, right? I hated that this happened, yo. Let me tell you guys a story. No. It's not about Viagra or anything like that, but it's
okay.
It's still sort of a penis conversation. But check this shit out, right? I remember one time going on we was going to the skating ring. It was me and a group of friends, right? And one of the friends happened to be dating an older guy. And one of the older guys I knew, he was like a mentor type, counselor type to all of us or whatever. And I guess she was referring to him and he was like far away and like he didn't know that she saw him. So she was referring to him. She was like, oh, there goes such and such. Little dick self. I was like, oh man, that's fucked. In my head, I'm like, oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. So I kind of like, I don't like shit. That made me feel bad. So I kind of like ignored it. But now every time I see this motherfucker, I think like every little bit of his behavior or anything he does, any of his idiosyncratic behavior, I equate it to his small penis.
Yo, you funny as fuck. He's in a bad mood because he got a little dick.
Yo, anything he do, I'm like, yep, that's because he got a small dick. Anything he does, it's messed up that I found that out. I didn't want to find shit out like that.
That you found that out. It is.
But look at me, I'm all inquisitive and analyzing shit. Now I'm like, damn, that's why he did that. That's why he did that. Yep. Little dick syndrome.
What's effed up about that is the fact that you know about it. And the fact that you know about it, that she said it, just goes to show you how that takes away your power. If it's not up to par, if it's not working properly, if it's smaller than normal, and
right.
Like if you have any of those issues as a man in that area, it takes a lot. You know what I equated to? I don't know if you I remember the story. Was that a Bible story? I don't know. Samson. You ever heard the story of Samson?
Yeah, of course.
And all his power came from his hair.
Right.
And when he slept, the broad cut his hair off, and he woke up with just weak, shriveled up old man.
Yeah,
that's the equivalent for men, bro. Like that's our hair, bro. If that's your strength, bro. If that ain't working right, bro, you might as well just retire as a man, bro. Just retire.
You scaring me, man. That's some scary shit.
That sucks.
No, but you know what happened? But you know what happened? No. As humans, we're able to adjust. You hear me?
Hey, this is not like
we're able to adjust.
And you lose your sight and your ears get better.
I think it is. I think it is because you know what? You have to adjust. You know what? Maybe you adjust to finding pleasure in other things. Maybe you just have to pinch your nipples and shit because your dick don't work. That's what I'm saying. Maybe like little stuff like that.
Weird fetish.
Right. Yeah. That's all. I don't want to have to I don't want to have to I guess regress to that or go to that. No, I want to keep my shit sharp. That's why I'm staying. Try to stay in shape, like real talk.
That shit made me dizzy.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's definitely how those weird sex fetishes come into play.
Yeah.
Because they have those type of issues there. And you're right. They have to find sexual release or sexual pleasure do you blown in they nose or something like that. Like they got to retrain literally retrain their brain to say, hey, like we got to get there by this cat stabbing us in the arm with a razor. Like, yeah, nobody wants to go there.
Yeah.
But those people, bro, they become, like I said, Dodo, they become a shell of themselves, bro. They lose part of themselves. Like you lose part of yourself.
Hey, man. Imagine what half of Viagra and a shot of Henny would do.
Hey, yo, you killing somebody, bro. Like you killing somebody. And this is what I'm saying. Like you can't, like, I don't know if they do, because I see, watch the weirdest shit, bro.
Yo, hold on, real quick, X. You know what's dope about this conversation? Nobody can have it. You know what I mean? What we're doing, right? When we establish our audience or whatever, they already gonna get used to the real conversation that we have. Like another celebrity or anybody else that's already big, they would say, let's say, stumble across this and be like, damn, I wish I could talk about some shit like that, but I can't dare say anything. I can't say anything that's out of what my ordinary is that I've already created for myself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They can't do that. So that's why we got to definitely, everything has to be genuine. We got to make mistakes. We got to like what they say, like throw it on a wall and see what sticks type shit. Yeah, that's how it goes. But back to what you were saying. Hopefully you remember it, because I was like a little long-winded there.
Oh yeah. Like, yo, you're gonna catch a charge. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure I've come across something in some women talking about there's like a female equivalent. And if it's not, you can always find someone in the corner, Molly XC, like whatever. Like, but if you taking one of those, you have to give your partner something, bro. Because I don't think it's gonna be any fun, because they're not gonna be able to keep up. You're gonna catch a charge, then you're gonna be an hour in, she's gonna be dry and barkied up, and you're gonna be sitting there like,
hey, look, I was just curious. It's just curious.
Skin off your palm, bro. Like,
I was thinking about it. I was just thinking about it today. Like, like, damn, I see an older gentleman. I'm like, oh wow, man, moving, look good for his age. They're like, yo, everything is fine. Nothing wrong with getting old. Ain't nothing wrong with getting old. Then I'm thinking, like, what could possibly be wrong? Like, he had his little Cadillac. Everything was all clean and shit. How old people,
But I think about Florida, right? And I think about, like, you think old people, you think Florida. Like, everybody old goes to retire in Florida. But also Florida has like one of the largest community of swingers.
Yo, when I think old people, real quick, I just think, I don't know, slacks. Like, I don't think old people wear jeans.
Because you know what, you're thinking generational. You're thinking the old cats right before you.
Okay. Like, I don't know why I just thought of slacks and shoes. I don't know why.
Like, when you get 70, you might have, like, I mean,
some Jordan
black Air Forces and shit.
Right. Okay.
You might cop the black low top. You might
black
cop
Air Force with some slacks.
Tims.
With some slacks.
You might cop some single sole Tims and shit. Like,
do old people wear jeans? Like, do they wear jeans? Yeah, I don't know.
Again, it's a generational thing.
The generation.
Like,
okay.
Think of the generation previously to us. Slacks and button was the average, was the normal wear. So as they got older, they just reverted to that.
Okay.
So I think it's a generational thing. As this generation get older, our older clothes, I don't think it'll be slacks.
Okay.
At least not the brown slacks, bro. You digging me? Like the janitor brown slacks? Like,
that's what I'm thinking. Some slacks.
Nah.
I think when I get old, I'll wear shorts a lot. I'll be perfect, like shorts and flip flops.
Sweatpants. Sweatpants. Because you want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You want to wear whatever. I think when you get old, you want to wear whatever's comfortable.
Right.
So especially once you get to a, like, I just don't give a fuck age, it's really comfortable at that point.
Yeah.
Slacks and dirty gray sweatpants with coffee stains in them.
But then, can you imagine? There's gonna come a time where any of the new shit or anything that's going on that's new, we're not gonna be into none of that shit because we're gonna be so fucking old. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine, like, every fucking thing we're gonna have a problem with? The music, I'm like, oh my God.
Nah.
Can you believe this music nowadays?
You know what? That's
a sign you're getting old.
When you isolate yourself. That's a sign when you get older and you isolate yourself. You don't have any youth around you. whether it's kids, if you get that old grandkids, co-workers, employees, if you don't have anybody young around you keeping you infused with that with what's going on, then yeah, you could find yourself really behind.
Yeah, I agree. I
So
agree.
that's important, bro.
That's why some of these old ass football coaches, they're able to still like, mingle and coach these kids. You know what I mean? They
Hey,
be old as
yo,
hell, like 70 years old, coaching these little kids, man.
this is we're mad random.
What's up?
Last night, my wife shows me a video. Hey, Shell, what was that player name?
Zach Stacy?
Whoa, did you see that video?
Yeah.
Bruh. Hey, yo. So me and my wife arguing, right? When she showed me the video. And
yeah, I had a little argument about that too. What's the first thing you said?
Hey, yo,
what she do? Boom.
Hey, what yo, my wife says, she says, it don't matter. I said, you're right.
What she
it's
do?
Wrong, but it probably does matter. What did she
do? What did she do?
Get him to that point.
Right.
And when he Superman pushed her to the TV,
right.
Before that happened, you heard her say, "You're right, I was wrong." Okay, boom. So she definitely did something. It might not.
I hear your wife in the background.
In society.
Yeah, look.
He did. Hey, yo, in society.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, yo. Societal is wrong. He's wrong.
Hey, yo, of course. Right. But look. But what if you found out? Right. Like, what if you found out the worst news you could possibly find out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she gaslit that situation, bro.
All of it is wrong. All of it is wrong. We know that.
Correct.
But why is
justifying it?
No, it's like 90% of the guys I know want to know, like, Dad, what did she do? It's this. Are we this inquisitive? Is it this that? I think because you know just that.
Because we know, one, you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. That's not right.
Right.
And to get to that point, we would like to think there was something really, really provocative that she had to do to push him to that point, not to justify him doing it, but just to say, bro, that's not normal. Like that's not normal, bro, for a man to take her and do what he did to that young lady.
Right.
So to get to that point, I'm thinking she had to do something horrible, bro, to get him to that point. It sucks though. His life is over. For God, bro, you can't eat.
Hey, wait.
But you know what though?
It was a short video where he threw it. He threw it into the television, right? And then that was all I saw. He threw it into television. I think he got on top of her, and he looked like he might have taken another strike.
No, he didn't might have, bro. First, they were standing up. He hit her with the 2-piece. Bang, bang. She kind of ate the 2-piece. I don't think he was satisfied with the damage he did from that. It looked like she.
I didn't see that. I didn't see a 2-piece.
Yeah,
I didn't saw her throw
good contact. Nah, that was right before that. He didn't make good contact when he hit it with the 2-piece. So she kind of like ate that when she fell back. It looked like, bro, he stared and looked at her for a moment. Now he gets ready to grab her and throw her to the TV after he tried to hit the 2-piece. Like, that's when he like, she ate that, bro. She didn't really feel that pain. She go hit like this, boom, TV.
Yeah.
Then she gets on the TV, she falls, and then he gets over her and then picks her up and throw her again.
And that's why everybody want to know what the hell. Like, what?
What
would make you? Yeah.
Obviously, it says she filed for divorce like 2-3 days before that.
Okay.
And I think they were saying she was talking to another guy. I don't know if that's all that is. Because he definitely said you the one destroying families.
Destroying the family, right?
Correct. So, but dang, bro, I'm sad for her. I'm sad for her. But I'm sad for him, bro. Like, dang,
hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, some women are with some wild ass niggas, man. They know it. They were some wild. Listen. I mean, hold on, real quick. They were some wild ass over the top motherfuckers, man. Let's just be honest. Like there are people out there, and what happens is when that wild, untamed animal is on your side and everything is going good, that's good to have a wild, untamed, crazy animal on your side.
But when he snap,
but when he snap and he's no longer on your side, that's not necessarily a pretty thing. When you have an uncontrollable, once you got close enough, you realize like this guy's a little off. But he's you might not know. You might not know right away.
And again, like I don't want to stereotype like NFL players, Jesus, but when it comes to NFL players, anger issues and intelligence skills, unfortunately, sometimes it seems like a lot of those cats be on the lower end. They be a little more barbaric with their actions,
right?
And this might be one of those cases. And you revert back to what you know best,
Right.
once anger kicks in.
Right. You gotta hope not to be in that situation. Cause I think like, we talk freely. I think I can come up with a scenario that makes somebody want to do that.
Yes. But the question,
We could, I know it's not right. It's not right. Obviously it's not right. You don't do that.
no,
but you can formulate, you can tell somebody, all right, let me give you a hypothetical. You walk in, your wife is doing it. What is your first thing you got? What's, you look at this, you find this out. What are you going to do? How are you going to react? Everybody Monday morning quarterback can look at him like,
right.
Ooh. I look at those situations and be like, thank God I'm not in a situation like that. That's how I look at it. More like, thank God I'm not in a situation like that. Not like I'm just more, I feel sorry for both parties. Like you said, I'm just happy I'm not in a situation like that. You know what I mean?
And I've heard that kind of story from like from a woman's standpoint, like, hey, I walked into like my husband and another woman in our bed, and I think it was a TikTok I came across. She was telling the story, and she was like, she turned around and walked out, and everybody in the comments are like, how you ain't jump on him and fight him and blah blah blah. She's like, you know what? You don't never know until you're in that situation.
Right.
She's like, in my head, I would have been like, if you'd ever told me that story, I'd be like, I'd punch this broad in her face. But she's like, at that moment, I froze. I didn't know what to do. I just turned around and walked out. But what I will say is I would like to think I love myself enough not to hinder myself. Like, I don't hate you at that moment more than I love me.
Good one. Good point.
I like to think that feeling will always stand true. Like, yeah, man, I might jab you. I might jab you, and you might leave with a bloody nose.
Right.
But I know I can't throw you through the window, and you know what? I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Hey, that's the most intelligent thing you ever said, yo. And I like it because you made me realize why and how I know I would get through it. Because I ain't never gonna love nobody more than I love me. It ain't happening. That ain't happening.
That's why I said it that way.
That's why I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I knew I'm gonna be good. I knew it. See, that's why, like I said, I don't never worry about that cheating shit or none of that. Like, that don't even come across my mind because no matter what, I don't give a fuck. No matter what, I ain't never gonna fucking love, care about anybody more than I care about Ronald.
You ain't never
never gonna happen. So that's why, like I say, I don't look into that crazy stupid shit. Like, I don't know how people do that. I'm way too into myself for that shit. And now that you said that, you made me realize, like, there you go. That's what it is. I didn't realize what it was. I couldn't conceptualize, like, why is it I would feel this way? But that's the reason why I wouldn't black
make out. It out of that.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you love yourself more than anything else.
I love me.
Person, you love yourself
more than I hate you.
Right. That's a good one, yo. Wow. Oh shit. Damn.
Because your life is over. His life is over.
Right.
Like, yo, check it out. Even if she was like, you know what? Damn, he's the breadwinner. Yes, we're getting a divorce, but he has all the money. And I know some women been in that situation. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to even press charges because I need to secure the bread. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if she said she wanted to do that, it's too late because the video is already out and the state's already going to pick up charges and prosecute without her because they have the video.
Right.
So she can't even say, nah, I don't even want to press charges. It's over for him, bro. His life is over. It ain't worth it. All that money, and now you can't spend it. You're going to have a hell of a canteen in prison, but that's it. It ain't worth it, bro. I don't think his life is over. I don't think his life is over. Ray Rice's life over? Hey, yo.
I mean, his career was over, but this guy's career is already over.
If Ray Rice would have happened in this time, right now, yeah.
Ray Rice's career was over. Yeah. Ray Rice. That's what I'm saying. Ray Rice's career was over. This guy's career was already over.
Ray Rice do? How many years in prison Ray Rice do? None. This guy's going to jail.
Wow.
Guaranteed, bro. Guaranteed going to prison.
I don't know enough about how that works.
It doesn't matter, bro. He threw that broad like it was luggage on a plane, bro. You know what? The video was so bad, I couldn't even watch it a seventh time. After like the sixth time.
Yeah, to me, I watched it. I watched it once, and I was just, Then I did it twice just to do another
Correct.
like analyze and see what really happened. And to me, the video was short, and I was like, oh man, that's crazy.
It was
But then I was
short.
like, you know what I mean?
You
Honestly,
know
that's
what
like
though?
that's none of my business.
True. And you know what? It's effed up. It's one of those domestic situations that,
Right.
again, I'm quite sure whether it's physical or not, a lot of people go through domestic situations they don't like to have public,
Right.
and they would like to work through themselves, no matter how horrific others might feel about it. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those situations. And I only say that because she wasn't hurt. Like, she didn't have any broken bones. She didn't have any contusions. It looked horrible. But luckily she flew into a light TV. You dig what I'm saying? It's not like it
Right.
was one of the old big 37-inch heavy old
The
school
big
ones.
bubble joints.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. And I don't say this to make light of the situation. I'm just saying that
There's a possibility if it was a more sturdy TV
she could have been really hurt.
Or it wouldn't have fell, and she just would have ran into the TV, and then my man would have probably
No,
hit her again or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking if it was one of the old TVs, she had a face busted open because that hard glass on the front and that thing fall over on your face. That might hurt you.
One of the old television wouldn't have fell. That's what I'm saying. He would have threw it into a old ass.
This is the old TV might have been glass and her face would have been through it, is what I'm saying. So the fact that it was one of those soft screens and it fell over on her and it wasn't heavy, she didn't have a lot of physical damage. And I say that just to say, if it was no one else around and it was no videos, she would have been hot. 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, they probably could have talked that through. Just because she wasn't physically. Hold on. I mean, yo, I've seen plenty of women who walk out with black eyes and talk it over with their husband, and he ain't got the type of money homeboy got.
Let me stop. I just laugh like that because I try to just make light of what you said, but I ain't gonna lie, man. We gotta have a real conversation. But I understand what you're saying. The whole shit was wrong. I was just trying to pander real quick for everybody that was going to just click off. Everybody that was going to click off at that particular moment. But I get what you're saying. We're just having a conversation. I definitely get exactly what you're saying. Like, what happened? Who released that footage that way?
That's a good question,
right?
That's a good question. I don't know. I would have to assume maybe her because it's in her house.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
Oh, fuck it. Maybe she was already done. She already filed for divorce.
And she had everything ready. Yeah. She had everything ready and she set him up.
This was the And now, since she already filing for divorce, she already planned to take 80% of his money anyway. And this was the icing on the cake to give her full custody, 85% of everything he has, and send him to prison and go on her life with all his money.
I don't think he have any money. He probably doesn't have any money. What if he doesn't have any money like that?
That's why it looked like she was living in an apartment.
It looked like a railroad apartment too. Like it was
did.
Like straight, like, you know what I mean? So I mean,
for real.
Yeah,
and because again, you're looking at that kind of shit.
Right. We could look at it, man. It's fucking America.
And, I'm looking at the house and I'm like,
yeah.
Here go me. I'm like, those ceilings mighty short.
Yeah.
I know if that's an expensive house, those ceilings tend to be a little higher.
I'm getting big trailer park vibes. I'm getting trailer park vibes. Like
I'm not saying trailer park, but if you're
it looked like a railroad house, like
an NFL player house living in, and you imagine, I mean, the house you would see his.
Well, but that was his baby mother, right? Oh, that was his wife.
Ex-wife.
That was his ex-wife.
That's his current wife, soon to be ex-wife.
But everybody, as I said, everybody doesn't have that type of money. I was just watching something the other day. They were saying how $1 million contract can turn into $30,000.
Yeah, I seen that too.
And Zach Stacy falls under that category. He wasn't like the Hall of Fame type of running back. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, yeah, we're not talking about. Yeah, we're talking about. I mean, he had I don't know. He had a couple of good runs, but he wasn't like memorable.
He was an idiot.
No, seriously. When somebody said Zach Stacy, the name I had to be like Zach Stacy. Zach Stacy.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. He played a few years ago, back in the day. You know, nobody was beat to pick him up on fantasy football. I can tell you that. So he definitely wasn't making that big guap.
Okay. So maybe his residual checks is maybe like
I don't know. Look, I don't know what his money is. I don't know what it is but I'm just saying it's probably not as much as we think it is because he wasn't like one of those premier type of backs. You know what I mean?
Got you.
That's looking to fight for a big time contract.
So maybe he was paying and she was in a condo, but it was the cheapest condo in the town they can find. So it just didn't meet our expectations of what we thought it would look like.
And guess what? And it's the good thing. We don't know what the story is, right? The whole thing didn't come out yet. All we got is a video. So we could do nothing but speculate. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's the fun part, the speculation.
Yeah, speculation. And I like your whole setup theory. That can work. You know what I mean? She already had divorce papers ready. She knew the dude was a wild maniac. You know, this dude was a wild nut. It's going to take nothing but me to say this, this, and this, and you're going to try to put his hands on me, and boom, we got him. You know, it could be, you know.
Was fucking with, I feel like, because the camera was rolling already, right? And that's a weird angle. Like, that looked like she done stashed the phone somewhere and hit record and she didn't open the door. Like, imagine how many other videos of him coming into the house where she wasn't able to gaslight and like, that video ain't gonna do no good. All right, take two. Let me see if I can get over the house Wednesday. Hey, come pick up the baby Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So yeah. Because you know what?
It's plausible. It's definitely plausible.
Because you know what?
Where's the rest of the video?
Where's the rest of the video? Give me 30 seconds before.
Right.
I want 30 seconds before the first punch is thrown.
Right.
Because you only give me 0.5 seconds before.
Yeah. So
I
it's
want
just
all that conversation, everything.
Type of coerce. He was coerced in this somehow. And she could have recorded it in a perfect, because it was a perfect angle. And the video, that's just said to me, and when you talk about there was a 1-2 punch in the beginning, I didn't even see that. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I got bad eyes, you know what I mean? So I didn't even see that. All I saw,
depends on who uploaded the video you saw. That's all.
Right. But I saw about maybe less than 15 seconds. And it was so, honestly, like, I don't really care for taking in too much of that. Obviously it was a bad situation. My body processed it and boom, on to the next. That's kind of how I looked at it. So it wasn't really like entertaining or something like that. So it was like, all right, I'm out. Like, this ain't even like, that's just stupidity. Everybody's in trouble.
That's something I want to watch.
Yeah, that's something I want to watch. But now when you bring this stuff up and we talk about it, it's like, whoa, yo, you know what? That was a perfect angle. It was only a short video, you know, and plus, and when they go to court, all this is going to be brought up anyway.
It's going to be, we're going to follow this and we're going to come back to this video, right? Because it's going to be really interesting just from here we go. Like day, because this just happened yesterday. So day 2, first 24 hours, first 24. Like, here's our speculation.
Right.
Here's us playing investigator.
So
here's
make it official.
Create a story, ready to prosecute.
Right. So make it official.
I would love to see. Yes. Make
it official. And this is our stance. This is what we think is happening. This was like, because obviously that was some crazy act. Nobody does that. Right. You're not supposed to do that. That's just crazy. We know that. Right. Especially if you know you're being recorded. Right. So obviously he didn't know he was being recorded. You know, and
that was his house. He didn't put that camera there. Right.
He didn't put that camera there. And it looks like he was pretty good at this. Like, this wasn't his first time. Shut the fuck up. No, to your point, meaning like this probably could have tried to be caught on camera a lot of times. It just didn't work. But now you got the right angle. You know what I mean? We never know, because to me, that's just way too idiotic for somebody to do something like that while their child is in a room.
I seen, and I guess this is kind of sidebar, but kind of related. I seen a post come up the other day. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. And it said, under what circumstances do you put your hands on a woman? And a couple of the examples was she hit you first, and then she spit in your face. And can you see yourself like jabbing her in any one of those situations?
Nah.
Okay, you good, because I'm jabbing her. She spit in my face, you might catch a jab.
But here's the thing. And the people that know me would know this. I'm a sharp shooter. My punch is way worse than any. Yeah, no, seriously, because I'm breaking something. So I'm rearranging shit. Like, there's no way in hell. I'm gonna put my hands. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm gonna be mad as hell. But look, there you go. They go back to the situation. I love me way more than I love.
Correct.
But then I hate that person at that moment, unfortunately. That's why. No. But think about it. For shit like that, for situations like that I got to walk away from. Listen, X, because there's a lot of situations like that I got to walk away from, because people don't know, I will break your shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then now, who's in trouble? The retaliator. A lot of times, the retaliator is the one that gets in trouble the most because the person that started
the most damage.
Right, because he did the most damage. And that'll be my situation. I'm definitely over the top. That's why I stay away from motherfuckers.
I dig it. Feel me? So I guess from that stand, so if you big or you tough or you strong, just walk away. If you're weak or you fragile, maybe you can jab if she spit on you. Is that the rule of thumb?
No. There is no rule of thumb because if you weak, hold on, X. If you weak and fragile and you know it, you're gonna hit her back. You definitely gonna hit her back. Yeah, because you're gonna you can hit her back without worrying about knocking teeth out. But you're gonna feel like an eye for an eye. See, I ain't stupid. I know that if a woman hit me, this is not an eye for an eye. This is totally different. I gotta walk away. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. Like, this is not right. You know what I mean? And I want her, you know.
You gonna stand there and shit, wait for them to come like this? When they come out the door?
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm probably cool. No, I'm probably cool.
Hey, over there.
No. I'm not doing that. I don't like playing. Look, hold on. I don't like playing the role. Like, to me, shit like that is playing the role. I hate playing the role with shit.
Oh, I love it. Hey,
I guess you would have to.
If I call the cops on the bro, let's say me and wife get to the point where we want to tussle and she put hands on me, and I'm to the point when I'm about to rearrange and I stop in that moment and like, you know what? Let me do what they say you're supposed to do. Let me play this through. Because hold on, as a guy, and you decide to call the cops, at that moment, you decided to play the game. You decided to take that role and play that game as soon as you said, she hit me and I'm going to call the cops. So you gotta see it through, my boy.
Hey, yo, you know what look, real quick. I can't stop. I'm just laughing my ass off. I just keep thinking about those slap contests and shit. That's what remind me of. When you see the little nigga slap the big dude and you looking like, oh my God, this can't go right. The big dude just be like, wow. That shit, those shits get me all the time. I got about 6 of those saved on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I just love watching that stuff, man. It's like, yo, why would you slap this dude? He's like 100 pounds heavier than you. That's how I look at it. Like, nah. I'm good. I'm out. I don't want no parts of it. I'm never going to be around any woman that dares put their hands on me. That's just out. I'm just out. I can feel those type of vibes and shit like that. Like, I'm good. Nah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, that's a no-go, bro.
Right.
Putting hands on each other is a no-go. If we're at that point, we need to go our separate ways. Like, we're not gonna do this.
Right.
Somebody need to love themselves more than the other person and just walk away.
Yeah, you gonna harp on that point. That's a real good point. I love that shit though. I love me more than I hate you. So I'm out.